Good morning. Welcome to our Providence Homestead. We are now at the end of a 91-day declutter challenge. Today is day 91, and we are finished. I did get to finish the dining room. The only things that was left was to post some items on eBay that I had placed on the table in there, and tomorrow we're actually putting up the sign. So basically it's done. There was nothing really in the formal dining room except for the furniture, the major pieces of furniture, because I'm still emptying out boxes for things to go in there. So I'll be decluttering as I'm emptying out those boxes. But yeah, so we're done. Didn't think I'd make it all the way through. There were some times, and I'm sure with you, there's times that life gets in the way. You don't get to finish a certain room, which happened on week 12. I didn't get to finish working on those items in the dining room for week 12, but they're done now, and the whole house is decluttered. It was easier for me this time than in previous years because we have just moved into the home. We still have a lot of things in boxes, and the goal is to start going through those boxes. But there's a higher priority this coming week for us. We're getting chicks next weekend, at least that's the plan. They're in the incubator now at a local farm, and we're waiting for them to hatch to see how many there are. And we also need to set up our garden. We have a lot of seeds planted in the little seed cups. We have fruit trees that need to be planted. We have other trees that need to be planted. So next week is really being geared to that because time is of the essence. It's only getting hotter. Last week we didn't really get a chance to work on a lot of things outside because it was extremely hot here. It was into the 90s, just hot, no breeze, nothing. And we could only last for a short time outside because we're just not used to that heat. And that's one thing many people don't talk about when they talk about, starting up their homestead or going out there. I mean, we're used to the city life, the air conditioning, the Florida weather where you don't go outside unless you're going to the beach or down to the river, or in this case where we live in the Springs. So it's quite different, and it's going to take some time for us to get used to the kind of heat that we experience here in this area. We're first going to start with just having above ground garden, and then eventually, hopefully by next year, we will have our greenhouse established, and then we can start working in there with a shade cloth over it, and that will make it much easier for us. But so that's the plan next week. But as far as the declutter challenge, it is done. Just to kind of recap, week 1 we did our master closet and the master bathroom. Week 2 we did the master bedroom. Forgive me if I get this wrong. Week 3 I want to say was the kitchen. Boy, this is going to be hard. Let me see. Hold on a second. So, yes, so week 1 was the master closet and bathroom. Week 2 was the master bedroom. Week 3 was the kitchen and pantry. Week 4 was the laundry room. Week 5 was storage and closets. Week 6 was the office. Week 7 was the craft room. Week 8 was the bedroom number 2. Week 9 was bedroom number 3. Week 10 was the other bathrooms. I think that's the way it went. You'll have to look at the the picture I'll put at the end of the video exactly. Week 11 was the family room. Week 12 was the formal dining room area and foyer. And week 13 was the living room. There you go. Hopefully I got all right. If not, check at the end of the video and I will post what each week was. And if you're just now seeing this video and you did not have a chance to participate in the 91-day declutter, just start from the beginning and each week is spelled out. You can do the 91-day declutter any time of the year. In this challenge, which was created, was to like start the new year. It's almost like a New Year's resolution kind of thing. Right after Christmas and New Year's, you take that first week after New Year's, and pack up all your Christmas items, and then you start this 13-week 91-day declutter challenge. Next week, starting tomorrow actually, the challenge is cleaning your home from top to bottom. I'm not going to participate in that, but it's out there should you want to do that, and it's cleaning from top to bottom. It's a 5-week challenge, with week 6 putting processes in place to where you can keep up your home every week. I've done a lot of that from just moving in, and from when we were doing the declutter, I was deep cleaning at that time, each room as we went. So that's the way I'm wired. I can't, like I think one of the weeks in the declutter challenge is to clean your kitchen from top to bottom, meaning pulling everything out of your cabinets and cleaning it. Well, I did all that when I was doing the declutter challenge. So some things are double and duplicated for me. So it's just knowing how you're wired, and that's the way I'm wired. If I'm pulling items out of a cabinet to go through them, then I'm cleaning it. But that's it for the 91-day declutter challenge. I'll be posting other type of videos from now on, homesteading, what I'm doing on the homestead. It's all new stuff, so if you're a beginner, come along and learn with us, because I'm sure there's going to be plenty of mistakes I make. I'm not an expert, and I'm learning as I'm going, and maybe this week we do something, or we plant something a certain way, and then a month from now it dies, and then it's a process of learning what did we do wrong, how could we have done better. So that's pretty much homesteading, and I've heard from people who have been homesteading for 8 to 10 years and still have trouble growing a garden. So it's a learning process, and I'm kind of up for the challenge as much as my energy will allow. And it's not going to be a huge 2-acre field of plotted corn or anything. It's going to be a small garden. It's starting out small, and like I said, we're getting the little chickens and learning how do you take care of a chicken. My daughter knows a lot about that, but I know nothing other than I like their eggs and I like their meat. So, which is like most people, right? So come along for the journey and learn with me and grow with me, and maybe it'll encourage you to plant that tomato plant on your porch, or get a bunny rabbit and raise it for meat. I mean, I don't know. But I hope you join with me and with us as we go along this journey and start doing things here on the homestead to be more self-sufficient. And if we can't grow it here, we can't raise it here for meat, you know, the process of going out and finding a reputable place to get half a beef, or place to get good organic chickens or good organic chicken eggs, those kind of things. That's what I'll be doing. If we can't grow it, we'll go find it in the community and support our local farmers, which I encourage you to do. Okay, so that being said, we're going to go out as a family this morning and have some breakfast and drive around and take a Sunday drive and just relax and enjoy each other before we have to get started tomorrow with planting the fruit trees that we've babied through winter, and start laying out a little garden area for ourselves and see where we can go from there. Okay, so until we see you next time, hug your loved ones, tell them you love them, and we'll see you we'll see you next time. So take care. God bless.